Good morning, Junior 4. Today we're going to study the components of 1, multiplying and dividing by 10, 100, and 1,000, and the approximation. First, we're going to start with the components of 1. We studied before the components of 10, which were 1 plus 9 equals 10, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 3 plus 7 equals 10, 4 plus 6 equals 10, 5 plus 5 equals 10. This year, we're going to study the components of 1. The components of 1, it comes from the components of 10. Let's check how. 1 plus 9 equals 10. So 0.1 plus 0.9 equals 1. 2 plus 8 equals 10. So 0.2 plus 0.8 equals 1. 3 plus 7 equals 10. So 0.3 plus 0.7 equals 1. 4 plus 6 equals 10. So 0.4 plus 0.6 equals 1. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So 0.5 plus 0.4 equals 1. Let's check some examples. Okay. 0.7 plus dot equals 1. Here, let's remember, 7 plus what give me 10? 7 plus 3. So the answer is 0.3. 0.2 plus dot plus 0.6 equals 1. Here we're going to add 0.2 and 0.6. So the answer is going to be 0.8 plus dot equals 1. Let's remember, 8 plus what give me 1? 8 plus 2. So the answer is 0.2. Another example. What plus 1 plus what plus 0.1 plus 0.3 give me 1. So we're going to add 0.1 and 0.3. The answer is 0.4. So the question is going to be, what plus 0.4 give me 1? So we're going to ask ourselves, what plus 4 give me 1? The answer is 6. So the answer is 0.6. Okay. Second lesson, which is multiplying and dividing by 10, 100, and 1,000. As we know that multiplication is the friend of the right-hand side and division is the friend of the left-hand side. So, if there's a problem and for multiplying by 10, 100, and 1,000, and they ask us to solve it, we will move according to the number of the zeros to the right-hand side because the multiplication is the friend of the right-hand side. Let's check an example. 32.1 times 10. So here I have times. The sign is times. And we know times is the friend of the right-hand side. So that means we're going to move to the right. How many decimal places? Let's check the zeros. Here is only 1 0. So we're going to move 1 decimal place. We're going to put our pen on the decimal point and move only 1 decimal place toward the right-hand side. So the answer is going to be 321. Another question. 6,721 times 100. Here, do we have any decimal points? No. So we have times. That means we're going to move to the right-hand side. How many decimal places? We have only 2 zeros. That means we're going to move 2 steps. But we don't have a decimal point. What are we going to do? We're going to kick out these 2 zeros to the answer. And the remainder is going to be the 1. So we're going to say 6,721 times 1. The answer is 6,721 and the 2 zeros. Let's read the number 672,100. Another question. Example. 87.6521 times 1,000. Here I have multiply. That means I'm going to move to the right. How many decimal place or zeros? 1, 2, 3. That means I'm going to move 3 steps toward the right-hand side. I will put my pen on the decimal point and I will move 3 decimal places. 1, 3, 4. So the decimal point is going to be between the 2 and the 1. So the answer is going to be 87,652.1. Okay. the division. If we have a problem saying divide by 10, 100, and 1,000, that means we're going to move the number, we're going to move according to the number of the zeros to the left hand side. Okay, let's check what we're going to do. If I have 425,000 dividing by 1,000, divided is the friend of the left hand side. How many decimal places I will move? They are how many? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. That means I will move 3 steps. Okay, let's count. Do I have here a decimal place, a point? No, I don't have a decimal point. From where shall I start? I will start after the units because the decimal point is after the unit place. So I will put my pen after the unit and I will count 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. So the decimal point is going to be between the 5 and the 0. So the answer is 425.000. Does the 3 zeros have meaning? No, they don't have a meaning. So we're going to remove the 3 zeros. And the answer is going to be 425. Another example. 37 divided by 10. Divided, it means we're going to move to the left. How many decimal places? We're going to move only 1 decimal place because I have only 1 0. Do I have decimal point? No, I don't have a decimal point. What shall I do? I will put my pen after the unit digit, the unit place, the number which is in the unit, okay, which is the 7. So I will move only 1 decimal place. So the decimal point is going to be between the 3 and the 7. Another example, 7,620 divided by 1,000. Divided, so that means I'm going to move to the left hand side. How many decimal places? There are 3 zeros, so I'm going to move 3 decimal places. Do I have a decimal point? No, I don't have. Where shall I put my decimal point? We said before, after the unit digit, which is the 0. And I'm going to count 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. So the decimal point is going between the 7 and the 6. Let's read the number 7.62 or 7.620. The 0, it has meaning? No, so I can remove the 0. And it's going to be 7.62. Okay, the approximation. The approximation, it means replacing the exact number by another similar number near to the exact number. This simple, which is like the equal, but the first dash, it's like a wave, which means approximated to. Approximation, it has 2 things we have to know before we approximate any number to the nearest number. First, we have to know 2 things. The first thing, something called the Power Rangers numbers or the strong numbers, or we can say the rich numbers. These numbers are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What does these numbers do? They gave the number power. What kind of power? It's +1. So again, the Power Rangers or strong numbers or rich numbers. What are these numbers? They are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Second thing, which are the weak numbers or poor numbers. The weak numbers or poor numbers, we call them weak or poor, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why we call them weak number or poor number? Because they keeps the number as it is. They don't do anything in the number. Only the thing they do, that they keeps the number as it is. Okay, there are some important notes. We know them before. First thing, the 10,000s, it's 1 and 4 zeros. 1,000, it's 1 and 3 zeros. 100, it's 1 and 2 zeros. 10, 1 and 0. Units, we can say instead of units whole number, they have the same meaning. The two names have the same meaning. Tenth, we call it 1 decimal place, or 0.1, or 1/10. Hundredth, we call it 2 decimal places, or 1/100, or 0.01. Thousandth, we call it 3 decimal places, or 1/1000, or 0.001. Let's check some examples. Approximate the following to the nearest. 5,732. To the nearest 10. So first I will check which digit from this is sitting in the 10th place. Unit 10, it's digit 3. So we're going to underline the digit 3, and digit 3 will go to her neighbor and ask her, are you from the Power Rangers? Digit 2, no, I'm not. I'm from the weak numbers. Digit 3, what will you do with me? Digit 2, I will keep you as you are. So the digit 3 is going to stay as it is, and the digit 2 will convert to 0, because any number comes after the number it needs to be approximated, it has to be zeros. So our answer is going to be 5,730. 5,730. Let's check another example. If I have 17,987, it needs to be approximated to the nearest thousand. So I have to know which from these digits is in the thousand place. Unit, tens, hundred, thousand. It's the 7. The 7. We're going to underline the 7, and which is in the thousand place, and 7 is going to go and ask her neighbor. The right hand neighbor or the left hand? No, the right hand, which is the 9. 9. Are you from the Power Rangers? 9 will answer, yes, I am. 7 is going to ask her, what will you do with me? 9 will say, I will give you power. 7 asked her, what kind of power? 9 answered, I will give you +1. So the digit 7 is going to be 8, and the rest of the digits will be zeros, which are the 9 and 8 and 7, which are sitting in the unit and tens and hundred. So the answer is going to be 18,000. Let's check another example. 0.994, it needs to be approximated to the nearest tenth. It needs to be approximated to the nearest tenth. We said before, tenth, the TH, you have to be concentrated. It's the TH. TH, it means after the decimal point. So where is the number which is sitting in the 10th place? It's the 9, the one which is sitting beside the decimal point. It's the 10th. Okay, we're going to underline this 9. And the other 9, it's her neighbor, which is sitting in the 100th place. Let's check their conversation. 9, which is sitting in the 10th. Are you from the Power Rangers? 9, which is sitting in the 100th. Yes, I am. 9, which is sitting in the 10th. What will you do with me? 9 will answer, I will give you power. 9 in the 10th. What kind of power? 9 in the 100th. I will give you +1. So when we add 9 to 1, the answer will be 10, and it has to be carried up. So let's check what we're going to do. We're going to go to the workout and write the number, which is 0.994 plus 1. Shall we put 1 under the 4? No, it has to be put under the 10th. So we're going to put the 1 under the 9. So 9 plus 1 equals 10. 0 and carry 1. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So the answer is going to be 1, because first check the decimal place and where we're going to put the number which we're going to carry it. Okay, let's check another example. 38, 1/2, 38.5. It needs to be approximated to the nearest whole number. As we said, Whole number, it means units. Whole number, it means units. Okay, can we convert any mixed number to a decimal number? Yes, we can, but the denominator has to be 10, 100, 1,000, any number, 1 and beside it zeros. So here the denominator is 2. Can we solve it and make the 2 10 or 100 or 1,000? Yes, we can. How? By the friends or the magic box. Okay, let's check. Can we remember, revise the magic box? 5 times 2 equals 10. 4 times 25 equals 100. 8 times 125 equals 1,000. Here I have 2. Which number is her friend? The friend number of the number 2 is number 5. So we're going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 5. So the question is going to be 38. 1 times 5 equals 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. So here is another mixed number with a denominator of 10. Can we convert it to a decimal number? Yes. First, we're going to write the 5 and check how many decimal places. It's only 1. And then we write the whole number. So the answer is 38.5. We need to approximate it to the nearest whole number. We're going to go to the unit place. Which number is in the unit place? The 8. 8, we're going to underline it. And we're going to ask her friend, which is the 5, her neighbor. 5, are you from the Power Rangers? 5, yes, I am. 8, what will you do with me? 5, I will give you power. 8, what kind of power? 5, I will give you +1. So the 8 is going to be 9 and the rest is going to be zeros. So the answer is 39.5. 39.0, because the 5 we convert it to zeros. So when we cross the 0.0, the answer is going to be 39. Okay, another example. 864.3 plus 72.317. It needs to be approximated to the nearest 10. First, before we do anything, we have to solve the operation. Let's solve the operation. We're going to write the first number, which is 864.3, then point under point. 72, we're going to write it under the unit and the tens. 317, we're going to write it under the tens, hundreds, and thousand. Okay, then we're going to add 7 plus 0 equals 7. 0 plus 1 equals 1. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 7 equals 13. 3 and carry 1. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So we'll go to the 10 digit. Where is the 10 digit? We're going to count before the decimal place, unit and 10. So the 10 digit is in the 10 place. So the 3 is going to be 4. Let's check the conversation first. 3 is going to ask her neighbor, are you from the Power Rangers? Digit 6, yes, I am. Digit 3, what will you do with me? Digit 6, I will give you power. Digit 3, what kind of power? Digit 4, I will give you +1. So 3 is going to go to the 6. 6 is a Power Ranger. Yes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 3 is going to be added to her 1. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. And the rest of the digits is going to be zeros. So 340 or 340.000. So the answer is going to be 340. Okay, if you ask me, 9,317 is approximated to 9,000. This number is approximated to the nearest root. First, I will count the zeros and check their places, and the first number after the 0, it's approximated to it. We have to know its place. Unit, 10, 100, 1,000. So it's approximated to the nearest 1,000. It's approximated to the nearest 1,000. So we have to know the number after the decimal place. After the zeros, the number after the zeros, we're going to know its place to know to which number it's approximated to. Let's check another one. 7,681.57 is approximated to 7,681.6. Do I have any zeros? No, but we said before, after the decimal point, we can put zeros. We can put zeros. So the answer is going to be 7,681.60. So to check, we have to check the place value of the digit 6 to know this number is approximated to the nearest one. So 6 is sitting in the 10th. 6 is sitting in the 10th. Okay, Junior 4, thank you so much for listening to the video. And if you need any question, you can ask. And you have to solve on this lesson or on Unit 1, all of it in the school book and the booklet. Thank you so much and hope you enjoyed the lesson. And if you have anything, you can ask and waiting for you for the next lesson. Bye-bye.